Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I've had a couple of more questions that were posed to me on my Ask Reverend Rose. I have not done a video on them yet because I just didn't want to do a video on one question at a time. So I did get back to them with my response and decided that I would just go ahead and do another quick video for you with the answers to their questions that they asked. First one, and you'll pardon me, I do have to get the specs out. The first question was asked to me by WickedMan16. He had a question about the guardians of the Watchtower when it comes to calling in the quarters. He asked me what I knew about that. Well, he also asked if it had anything to do with the stars. And from what I can read, it doesn't really have anything to do with the stars. I was not too versed on that, even though I have done it and didn't know I've done it until I actually looked it up. It has something to do with, and a lot to do with, calling in the four corners and calling in the elements when casting a circle for ritual. They act as the guardians of your circle. And so what I did, and this is just a quick, brief answer for you, I went to a site called mystic.com. That's mystic.com. It told me everything I needed to know about the guardians of the Watchtower when calling in the quarters. It also tells you how to dismiss them when you're through with your circle. So, WickedMan16, I hope you went to that site and read everything on it, because I did, and I sure know a lot more about it than I did before. I don't usually do circles because I don't do a lot of craft work, but I do bring together a circle when I have a meditation. And I was at that time calling in the four corners and the elements, and I call in my angels, my angel guardians, and just to protect us while we're in meditation. Basically, turns out it's the same type of thing. So that was interesting for me to find out as well. So thank you for your question, and I hope you got your answers at mystic.com. My other question was posed from Midnight Moonlight 7, and their question was about scrying with your pendulum. And that's a good one because there are so many different ways you can scry with your pendulum. There's so many different techniques, and I'm sure there's people out there on YouTube that have other techniques than mine. Please feel free to share those techniques either in a comment on my channel or to someone else's channel who has asked me the question. It will not offend me at all. I've gone to several different channels, and I've seen some of you doing pendulum work, and I just think it's great. It's what you make it to be. It's however it's comfortable for you. But I am going to do this here. I'm going to show you, first of all, I don't know if I've ever showed you my pendulum. When I talk about very simple, my husband, actually, before he was my husband, welded this back together for me. I kept losing it and finding it, losing it and finding it. And though I'm not very much on the Zen thing, Feng Shui, I don't know a whole lot about that. Not that I'm against it. I love it. I think it's very relaxing. But I don't know if you can see this or not, but my pendulum has like symbols, the oriental symbols, the yin yang is on there, and I don't know, it's just something I found. I picked it up and it worked for me immediately. I've had it for years. It goes in my purse, my pocket, my bed, wherever I'm at, it's with me there. And I've talked to my daughter about this, and before she goes back to college, her and I are going to do a video for you on finding things with your pendulum. Just some quick techniques that I've shared with Midnight Moonlight 7, and I'm going to share with you on how I do it. My pendulum will actually give me the direction I should go. Now, if you haven't worked with your pendulum a lot, it may just give you a yes and no, like, should I go this way? Yes or no. Should I go this way? Yes or no. And you're going to walk around with your pendulum, and you're going to ask your pendulum, should I go this way? Now, my pendulum, in some cases, I will ask it, show me the direction to find my keys. And it's not going to do anything because my keys are not here in the house. So it's probably not going to do anything. But show me the direction of my dog, Artie. Show me the direction in which he's lying. And my pendulum will, hopefully, we'll see if he does it. He might. Okay, so he's swinging slowly because I'm not really concentrating. And yeah, it's kind of hard to keep your arms straight. That's pretty cool. He actually is sitting right down here to this side of me on the floor. So that's kind of how I will use my pendulum. And it has showed me the direction of how to find some things before. Those are just two little techniques that I can think of quickly. And I also wanted to share with you that I make prayer beads. And the reason that this was brought up is because it's smoldering hot today. It's a hot 96 degrees here in Newberry, Ohio. We have a heat index of 110. There's actually a warning out for everybody to take care of your loved ones. And yes, I did call my mother, and she's all safe and sound, and I know where my kids are. And this brought me to the fact that a lot of you who are watching my channels or who are buying pendulums and things and pendulum boards off of my Etsy site are in all different parts of the country. And I think it's so exciting to find out where some of you live. And I would like to invite you just to drop me a hello, Reverend Rose, I live in, and I just love it. I go to some of your channels just to see the background. People from England, or Father Allen from Victoria, British Columbia. I asked him to post some pictures, and I just want to see what it looks like out there. And of course you can Google it, but it's still not as good as getting a picture from someone. But I have sent things on my Etsy site as far as Croatia. And I just found it very exciting that someone from Croatia ordered a set of my prayer beads for their 13-year-old child, which brought me to the fact that these are my prayer beads. And I did want to let you see that, because I haven't showed you guys my altar or anything yet. And a lot of you have shared your altars with me, and I am going to do a video, and I am going to share with you my altars, because I do have more than one in the house. My daughter calls this the Crystal Cottage, because as you'll see, if I get a chance to walk you around, I'm on a big computer, so it's kind of hard. I don't have a little webcam to take you around in. But I will do a video with my camera and then post it that way. You'll see I have crystals all over my home. I have all kinds of quartz crystals. I am the quartz crystal queen, my daughter says. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up to you and just invite you to, I don't know, post some pictures, or just drop a line saying, hello, Reverend Rose, I live in blah, blah, blah. And I will Google it just to see what it's like out in your area. The other thing I want to bring up to you is Pagan Perspective did a video on ritual clothing. And though I don't always wear ritual clothing, I don't feel that you have to. I just wanted to also maybe let this be a video response to Pagan Perspective, that I do have this neat little jacket. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll stand up. It's purple. It's kind of a burgundy, a wine color. And it's like mid-length. It's not all the way down to the ground. I can't really get away from the camera. There we go. Can you see? Yeah, that's a little bit better. And so I decided to wear this today to show you that I do wear this jacket when I do readings. Whether I leave the home and do readings, house blessings, things like that, I do wear this jacket. As a minister, I also have a cloth that I wear when I go do a blessing and things like that. And also I put it on today to cover my moles. I have a mole here. Where is it? Right there. And yeah. Anyway, the moles are getting removed, so I don't like them. So that's the only reason I put it on now, is so that you don't have to sit there and stare at my ugly black moles. And I think one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go. I decided to pull an angel card for everybody. So, and maybe I'll just start doing this for you, since Along a Different Path does your energy readings. I'm going to do an angel reading. Anyway, this is Bethany. You see that? My cards are beautiful. I love my cards. Anyway, what Bethany says to you is, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So there you have it. You have permission from the angels to go sit in a nice hot tub of water filled with sea salt, put a little cypress oil or lavender oil in there, and the rest of your evening should be wonderful. Have a blessed day. Love and light to every one of you, and thank you for watching.